Well, Glyn Hodges, return to first team action. Has it been useful to take a moment to take stock over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been a good. I mean, obviously, you want to be in the FA Cup, and as I spoke before, it's been good to us. But it was a hectic 2 weeks before that with midweek games, so it was nice to get that win, at the weekend against Gillingham, and then have a nice break, and then we can sit down and do some work and plan our training and plan what we're doing moving forward. And so it's been enjoyable. We gave the boys the weekend off, which you don't normally get. So hopefully they're nice and fresh, and I've been working hard this week to put things in place for Saturday.
Yeah, it must be very beneficial. What kind of areas have you been working on?
With a lot, we're doing everything. We're working with a back three, we're working with a back five, we're working on defending counter attacks, because that's predominantly a lot of teams play, and we've been caught out before, so we've got to make sure that we're not again, and working on attacking play, can we get more crosses in the box, or all aspects of our game, and finishing, and did some set pieces. So you can. It's nice to get a 2 week block of good work with no thoughts of a game, because it means you can just concentrate on what you need to do.
Yeah, and an interesting game to come back into as well. Bolton Wanderers still to resolve matters off the pitch, but they've been on a winning streak of 3 games. Then they get beaten 7-1 by Accrington. Keith Hill's been bullish in the build-up to this game. What are we expecting from them?
Obviously a reaction, and they'll probably be smarting again. I think that's been a fortnight since they last played, so that's been hanging over them. Sometimes them games you need to get straight out, back on the horse as it were, and play a game to get that out of the system, but they haven't been able to. So they've been smarting, and I'm expecting a reaction, and obviously it's always a tough place to go and play anyway. So, but we're also off the back of a good result. So we've had a clean sheet as well. So we're in a good place. Confidence is high. So we'll be going and having a go.
And now he's got in there, of course, and he's managed to get a little bit of stability to the playing side of things. I suppose, how important is it to both teams at this stage?
Well, yeah, of course it's important. Every game's important, and what stage it is. You're fighting for points, and you're fighting for your life. So we're not gonna. We know that every game's an opportunity to win. So they've got some ground to make up, but they've got a more than good enough squad to do it, and he's recruited well, and they're a strong team. It's a tough game, but one that we're going to go and enjoy.
From our perspective, does Rob McDonald come back into contention?
Yes, yeah, he played 90 on Tuesday, so that's 45 against Brentford and 90, so he'll be in contention. Yeah, so that's good. And I think Adam Roscoe as well. He's come through now on Tuesday, so we're getting some faces back now, and looking a bit stronger.
Is he just sort of like building up in terms of game time now, and you'd want to do that here rather than perhaps a loan out situation?
Yeah, we've obviously lost Quezzy, so Adam won't be going anywhere, and we might be looking at maybe even bringing Tom Wood back, because we thought Michael Fleeby would have been back by now. So there's 2 strikers we're short of, so but it's timely that he's back, so it's good for us.
Anthony Wordsworth not involved in training at the moment. You're still just going to take your time getting that right for them.
Yeah, well, he was. I expected him to be in and around it for this weekend, so I know he's not too far away. But and I don't know quite how long that is. He's been out on the grass today, so I get daily updates from Dougie, and I find out again today how he is and where we're going to pitch him in at.
And with Quezzy's situation, it must be really frustrating. It's one of those things that happens on a training ground, but it's going to cost quite a bit of time. He's going to be out for.
Well, I feel sorry for Quezzy, because Quezzy was in a good place. I thought he was effective. He's come on and scored, and he was doing really well. And you got a chance of grabbing the shirt and having a go, and then he's obviously out for 6 weeks. But that is football. You got to get on with it, and these things happen. There was nothing malicious in the challenge. He just dropped and went out, rolled his ankle, and that's it. As long as he comes back stronger and fitter and in a good place when he comes back, we're fine. But you have to put up with things like that.
Everybody else all good for the trip?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, we're all good. Yeah, we're looking forward to it. I'm getting a little bit more work tomorrow to do, and we'll be ready.
In terms of, we've got to talk about the youth situation as well, the structure we've had, because of course with the under-18s you went to the cup tie against Hangworth Villa.
Yeah.
Now we've set up that game against another of your old clubs, Sheffield United. Looking forward to that one?
Yeah, I might be able to get home for that after that for a day, but I'm chuffed for the boys, because it's the stadium. They're a Premier League team going places. They're right up there pushing, and it'll be a good experience. The stadium has come on leaps and bounds. It's a good place to play. And I'll be going up there and enjoying watching them, because we've got a real chance. We've got some good players.
Have you heard from Kevin Gage at all on this one?
No, I haven't done. No, I haven't done, to be fair. But I'm no doubt he will be there. I'll be speaking to him.
In terms of also the players and the structure we've got at the moment, particularly we see Mark Robinson working away in the office each day. Is it good now that unless you're
actually... Have you seen him work away in the office?
He has indeed. He's been working hard.
I missed that.
But in terms of the young players as well, that everybody, unless they're injured, are out actually playing. They're on loan at clubs as well, which is a good thing for the club.
Well, that's the way we chosen to go. I think we looked at the model with the 23s, and I mean they were like probably 2 games a month, so it wasn't enough for the boys. So we're trying to get them in playing men's football and to be ready for the challenge ahead. And again, this coming up Christmas period now, the boys are going to go out. They're going to be playing proper football, Boxing Day, and they've never had that before. So it's a real eye opener for them. And if they're gaining strength and knowledge, and they'll be in a better place come January, maybe 1 or 2 are knocking on the door for the first team.
Certainly sounds a little bit lively down there, but thanks very much indeed for your time.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Cheers.